the base of one of the most deadly mountains in the world.
The fear is overwhelming, but yet we're in one of the most beautiful places we've ever seen. We've been in the mountains before, we've done scary things before, but this was just completely different. I think since we started rock climbing, we've been wanting to go visit and travel to Europe. The mountains there are just so incredible, and it's pretty much the birthplace of alpinism.
You have real glaciers with crevasses and incredible access. You can get to some of these super remote, epic locations pretty easily, and there's just a lifetime of climbing to be had out there.
We're drawn to beautiful landscapes and beautiful mountains, and
we've just always known that there would come a time where we have to go check it out.
Zermatt is a really small town. It has these Bavarian type houses, and it's just very quaint. It's hidden in this valley, and it's got a bunch of community there, but what's really special about this town is that it sits at the base of this mountain called the Matterhorn. And our goal for this trip is to hopefully get to the top of it.
I mean, the Matterhorn has to be the most iconic mountain in the world. And like most epic and tempting mountains, it has a little bit of a dark history. Back in, I think, 1865, Edward Whymper and a team of 6 other alpinists set out to reach the summit of the Matterhorn via the Hornli Ridge. All 7 climbers successfully made it to the top, but during the descent, one of the members of the rope team slipped and fell, dragging 3 other members of the team with him to their deaths. Since then, over 500 people have died attempting to climb the same mountain. So in the town of Zermatt, there's a cemetery basically dedicated to climbers who have died in the mountains around the town. Quite a few of them who died on the Matterhorn. You're looking at this proof basically that people have died doing this thing that you want to go do. And to be honest, this trip was the first time ever that I went out on an objective and honestly thought that I could die.
I think it just reminds you that what we're doing is pretty dangerous, and you could die. I mean, that's the reality, is when we go out to the mountains, you can die. And that was a humbling experience.
Well, this is where we're gonna be sleeping for the next couple of nights. It's not luxury. We got traffic over here, train station over there, and constant helicopters. But it's cheap, so.
So that first morning, it was just so beautiful out there. The weather was perfect, not a cloud in the sky. So we just kind of took it a little slow that morning, had some breakfast at the campground. It was honestly just really nice to finally be in Zermatt, especially after traveling for 2 long days to get there. But yeah, since the weather was just gorgeous, we decided to go on a little day hike to hopefully acclimate a little bit.
So the goal for today is to just try and move our bodies. We honestly haven't exercised in 2 weeks, and we're kind of out of shape. And I think we're gonna have a hard time climbing the Matterhorn, so.
The trail, it just felt like something out of a movie. You know, you're in Europe, you have these like little cabins scattered across the trail, and the mountains out there, it was just unlike anything that I've ever seen. Especially the Matterhorn, like I had pictured in my head what the Matterhorn would look like, and it was nothing like that. It was just, you can't even like put into words like what this mountain looks like. It's so unique, and it was so amazing to finally be out there and enjoy this place.
Man, it is so wild that we're here in Europe staring at the Matterhorn. Like I never in my life thought that we would even consider climbing the Matterhorn. And now we're here. The anticipation is kind of killing me a little bit, but today we're feeling pretty good and hoping for a good day tomorrow too. Well, woke up this morning feeling a little relaxed today. Just a little anxious to get to the hut and, you know, just kind of mentally prepare for a big day tomorrow.
So the typical itinerary for most people that are wanting to climb the Matterhorn is you get on a gondola from the town of Zermatt, and it takes you up to about 8,400 feet.
Yeah, babe, looking professional.
Yeah?
Playing the part.
I don't feel professional, but I think that's normal. From there, you hike on a trail for like 2.25 miles with like 2,000 feet of elevation gain in order to get to this hut called the Hornli Hut, which is going to be base camp for the night. You know, surprisingly, I actually wasn't that nervous being up there. I was just enjoying a beautiful day in the mountains, and the views up there are incredible, so I just wasn't really concerned. I figured I would just wait until we got to the hut before I started worrying about, you know, what climbing the Matterhorn was gonna be like. It's kinda cool. Climb up a freaking ladder. Made it to the hut.
So the Hornli Hut is a mountain shelter, but it kind of feels like a luxurious hotel. It's crazy that this even exists in the mountains. Like in the States, we don't have anything like the Hornli Hut.
It was a really cool experience to be up there and hanging out with all these mountaineers from all over the world and get stoked about climbing the Matterhorn. But as the evening continued on, the tone started to change a little bit. So the day we got to the hut, we had heard a couple of like little rumors that maybe somebody had fallen. It wasn't until we were sitting down at dinner that it was confirmed that a guide and his client had been killed just a couple of hours ago.
Which we already knew that there was like an average of 4 deaths a year on the Matterhorn. And we like knew it wasn't like the safest mountain to be on. But to hear that like someone had recently died definitely hit home for us.
Walking to the base of the Matterhorn at 4:30 in the morning is just a whole different kind of intensity.
Just waiting there and like watching everybody go definitely just built up my anxiety and excitement, and also just my fear a little bit.
A lot of things are going through your mind, but you're mostly just wondering, like, why do I actually want to do these things?
The climb was just more full on than I expected. It was just a lot of sketchy free soloing in mountaineering boots.
It's so easy to get off route, and once you do, I mean, it just turns into like a total shit show. Every time we passed a little section, we were thinking like, it's gonna be pretty heinous coming down this.
Well, it's been an hour, and we've already heard thunder. We see lightning over there, and somebody knocked down like a freaking beach ball sized rock on us too, so spirits are moderate currently. But we're still going, and we're just kind of keeping an eye on the storm that's coming in, so.
There's honestly no good reason to climb dangerous mountains. It's a really personal experience for me. I mean, I love just being outside in a beautiful place where not a lot of people will ever get to see.
It puts you right on that edge where like nothing else matters in the world, and it just gives a whole lot more meaning to what it means to be alive.
The sun.
That sunrise that morning, we just finally felt like we were able to pause and breathe and really just take in everything that led up to this moment.
That's so sick. Damn. I feel good now that the sun is out.
Yeah.
We knew before starting the climb that we would have to hustle and like move fast and move efficiently on the mountain to be able to get to the summit and back down before dark and possibly before like afternoon storms come.
I think we're doing pretty good now.
We up here.
We are up here. Almost at 13,000 feet.
So as we were climbing, Victoria and I made an agreement that like, hey, if either one of us feels like we want to turn around, then like we'll do it. There's not going to be any arguments at all. Anybody who wants to turn around, we'll just go down, no question.
We were probably like 3/4 of the way up. We could see the top of the Matterhorn. It seemed so close, but we still had like 1,000 feet left of climbing. But we had just run out of time.
Well, we outside. Man, we are like very close to the summit. But unfortunately, probably just not enough time, you know?
So we knew that the Matterhorn tends to have afternoon storms, and we knew going down was going to be heinous and probably take us twice as long. So it was a pretty easy decision for us to make. You know, we were never set on getting to the summit. Personally, I never even cared to climb the Matterhorn in my life. The last thing I wanted to do was die on this mountain, and so, you know, I was totally happy to turn around.
We made it to 13,797 feet on the frickin' Matterhorn. So, I can say I've climbed on the Matterhorn, but I have not summited the Matterhorn. And I don't know if I'll ever try again. So, it was cool though. I mean, not to be too bummed, it was freaking sick. Look where we are.
Honestly, for Cody and I, it's never about getting to the top of a mountain. Like, we could care less about summiting a peak. We just want to be climbing beautiful aesthetic lines. Just seeing these beautiful landscapes just blows my mind. And that the fact that like I can be there is just wild.
Still not down. but we're close. We've been climbing down for maybe like 2.5 hours or so.
I think with experience and like more time spent in the mountains, you realize that the harder the objective, you know, the more likely it is going to be that you fail, and you don't really consider it as like a failure anymore. You know, it's like, oh, I got to go climb on this cool mountain. I had an awesome experience and I made it out alive, right? Every single mountaineer is going to have more failures than they do successes. So there's just a lot more to it than just getting to the top of a mountain.
I think at the end of the day, it's just about having fun, being out there in a beautiful place, spending time with your partner, and as long as you make it home alive and safe, I mean, what more could you ask for?
Hey everybody, welcome to the office. So I actually just finished editing the video that you just watched, and I wanted to give a special shout out to today's sponsor, which is Element.
I'm actually drinking some Element right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh my.
No, I am.
Okay, well, obviously we like Element. We drink it all the time. We like it so much that we brought it all the way to Europe with us. And they've been a long-time supporter of the channel. So yeah, if you're looking for something to fuel your adventures, some electrolytes, Element's really the best way to go. It has everything you need and nothing you don't.
And it tastes really good.
It does really taste good, and it's got the perfect blend of sodium, magnesium, and potassium, which is exactly what you need when you're out there doing hard adventures and failing on the Matterhorn. But yeah, if you guys want to check it out, use our link, drinklmnt.com/Cody and Victoria, and they're going to hook you up with a free sample pack with any purchase. So obviously, we love it. We've told you guys about it before. It's the best, tastes delicious, and it's great for your epic adventures. But yeah, I've been editing this video for
Forever.
for like 2 weeks or more now, so I'm just ready to post it. But thank you for watching. Thank you, Element, for sponsoring this video, and yeah, go check them out and get your free sample pack.
We'll see you all later.
Peace out, y'all. Bye.